What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another video from Featured Tech. In this video, I'm going to be comparing two budget-friendly mini Bluetooth speakers, and that is the Oontz Angle 3 versus the Tribit XSound Surf speaker. Let's get started. So let's begin with price. Starting off with the Oontz Angle 3, the price for the Oontz Angle 3 is $22. I haven't seen any or really much coupons that you can clip with it on Amazon, so let's just stick to the $22 price point. Moving on to the Tribit XSound Surf, it is actually currently $20 on Amazon because of a $6 coupon. If there wasn't a $6 coupon, it would be $25.99. Let's now talk about features both of these speakers have in common, starting off with the microphone. Now, both of these speakers have built-in microphone, and upon trying them out, I didn't really like and I didn't see any value in those microphones because I had to be very close to the speaker to really get my voice to be heard by the other person that I'm talking to on the phone. So as far as microphones, they weren't that good for both of these speakers. But another feature that both of these speakers have in common is the range. Now, both of these speakers do have 100 feet of range, which is very impressive comparing to other speakers out on the market, which can feature 60, 70, 80 feet of range. So as far as range, it is very impressive to other speakers out there in that price point. Finally, you compare another speaker to these speakers. So if you have the Tribit XSound Surf, you compare it with one more Tribit XSound Surf speaker, so you have improved sound around you. Same thing with the Oontz Angle 3, you compare another Oontz Angle 3 to it, and that way you can enjoy the sound even more. Now let's talk about features these speakers do not have in common, starting off with battery life. Now the Oontz Angle 3 features 14 hours of battery life, while the Tribit XSound speaker features 10 hours of battery life. Now I was able to get up to those accurate battery life numbers for the reason being is I was using my speaker at low to medium volume. And the reason for that is I live in an apartment and I don't want to disturb my neighbors. I don't want to be that guy. So I was using it at low to medium volume. Keep in mind with these speakers and the battery life is definitely affected by how loud you're using the speaker. So if you're constantly using your speaker at max volume, it's definitely going to affect the battery life quicker than you using it at low or medium volume. So moving on to water resistance, you have an IPX5 rating, for the Oontz Angle 3, which means that it can withstand light splashes of water, and that's about it. You know, anything else is really risky and you can damage your speaker. While the Tribit XSound is IPX7 waterproof, and that means that it can be completely submerged underwater and you don't have to worry about a thing. In fact, that's exactly what I did in my unboxing and first impressions video. I'm gonna leave a link to that in the description below. Now, another thing is the fact that the Tribit XSound features Bluetooth 5.0 technology, while the Oontz Angle 3 features Bluetooth 4.2 technology. Now, as far as charging, I prefer the Tribit XSound for the reason being that it utilizes a USB-C charging cable, while the Oontz Angle 3 utilizes a micro USB cable. And finally, you have watts. Now, the Oontz Angle 3 features 10 watts of power, while the Tribit XSound features 12 watts of power. So hopefully you can tell the difference when we test out the sound later. One thing I want to talk about is how these speakers feel in the hand when you hold them, as well as their weight. Starting off with the Oontz Angle 3, it weighs 9 ounces, while the Tribit XSound Surf weighs about 15.5 ounces. So there is a bit of a weight difference when you do hold them in your hand. Now, personally, I feel more comfortable with the Tribit, even though I'm not a huge fan of the material. I would have preferred that they did a more rubberized material, especially with the controls here. But with the Tribit, you do get this hard plastic that's like in matte color, so it does get dirty quickly. I don't know if you can see how much it gets dirty, and this is just from light use over the last really week or two. It hasn't been a long period of time. But with the Oontz Angle 3, it has a rubberized material, and because of that, I've been using this for weeks, and you can't really tell that I've been using it unless you really see my fingerprints that dried up from you know, a while back or whatever the case may be. It's when it comes to the dirtiness of a speaker, of you using it, the Oontz Angle 3 can handle it a little bit better because you just have the grill here for the speakers and the sides are rubberized, and then the back has this matte plastic material. Now, like I said, I do prefer the Tribit because it's just better to hold. There's this curve in the bag that you can put your, you know, palm around. So I do prefer the Tribit over the Oontz Angle 3 as far as feel. What I'm going to do now is play both of these speakers, not at the same time, but I'm going to be playing them at different levels of volume so you can hear the sound quality yourself. So I'm going to be playing it at 25, 50, and 100%, so you can listen to these speakers at different volumes and you can make the determination to which one you thought was better. So let's do that now. So which speaker sounded better to you? Let me know down below in the comment section. Now let me share with you my final thoughts on which speaker I would prefer to keep and continue to use a lot more than the other. And the simple answer to that is the Tribit XSound Surf. Now, while the Tribit XSound Surf has a weaker battery life than the Oontz Angle 3, it is IPX7 rated to be submerged in the water just in case I want to take this with me outside. It begins pouring rain, which actually happened already. And it also features Bluetooth 5.0 technology as well as USB-C charging. So I prefer USB-C over micro USB, and the fact that it is a very competitively priced speaker comparing to the Oontz Angle 3. Now, as far as sound, I did prefer the sound of the Tribit. And the reason for that is that just it sounded better, in my opinion. The sound sounded balanced at a higher volume than the Oontz Angle 3. And the fact that it just looks much more sleeker than the Oontz Angle 3. The Oontz Angle 3 looks a little bit boxy to me versus the Tribit, which looks a lot more sleek, a lot more, just stretched out, and it just looks better. And not to mention that I do like the controls being on top of the speaker than the side of the speaker. So this was my comparison video between the Oontz Angle 3 versus the Tribit XSound Surf Bluetooth speakers. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. Hope you have a great day. Take care.